Yo, what is going on, Cover One crew? Welcome back to the show. Hope everybody is great. I'm always wonderful because we're talking football, and we're concluding down the trifecta of rankings, this time with the quarterbacks and tight ends on one episode because I'm only doing the top 10 per each position. And I mean, there is a lot of things to like, but not to get overly excited about because the class at the quarterback spot wasn't necessarily top end abundant, but the tight ends, there are definitely some players we can covet. So let's talk first on the board, Cam Ward, obviously the situation and how it fell with a Shedeur Sanders at this point. I'll preface everything with saying if the situation does go with Shedeur, that he wins the job, he is my number 2. Right now, I got him at number 4, and that's how it's got to be with Shedeur. I'm giving you a little foreshadow, but Cam Ward, clearly the top quarterback in this draft. He's got the best shot to make a name for himself in fantasy football, and it got a boatload of weapons to boot, man, to, go along with somebody like Calvin Ridley. I do like the potential. There is just going to be growing pains with a Cam Ward. Don't really foresee him being starter caliber in fantasy till maybe halfway point of the season anyway, but he would be my first quarterback taken off the board. Jackson Dart right now is my number 2. And I mean, he's got the luxury right now to sit for a year behind Russell Wilson and a Jameis Winston as the New York Giants try to figure out their quarterback situation, how they're going to, move forward in this regard. And the Jackson Dart, saga and potential franchise passer could bear a lot of fruit with somebody like Malik Neighbors. So right now for me, it is definitely a pick and stash on my taxi for a Dart because the upside is there with the wide receiver room that they do have in New York and the potential learnings he could get from guys like Russell Wilson. Number 3, Jalen Milroe, Seattle Seahawks. Milroe finds himself up my board simply because he finds himself with these Seattle Seahawks. Very good situation for Milroe. He's got an opportunity also to sit and learn behind a Sam Darnold. They traded away a Howell, which gives him the number 2 opportunity right from day one, which is fantastic. The contract that was signed by Sam Darnold has outs, and the Seattle Seahawks can get out of it relatively quickly after this season. So I'm telling y'all right now, they're going to be growing pains, learning opportunities for Milroe. If he can ever figure out a way to become that, good, prototypical passer, he's got a big arm. The rushing upside is going to carry him early throughout his NFL career, but he's definitely going to have to figure out how to throw the football with high levels of consistency. And Milroe, that's why I got him at number 3 over somebody like Shedeur Sanders right now. And this draft fall was more about tolerance. Everyone wants to make, claims about why Shedeur fell in this draft. I got strong opinions on this matter because of what he is. Is he an elite passer? No, there was never an elite quarterback coming out of this draft class. There was very good to great potential quarterbacks, never any elite talented players. So you're talking about tolerance based on character issues. That was the issue over skill set. How good is he? We know the NFL, they will basically take anybody with an elite level skill set. Does not matter their off-field issues. Shedeur Sanders does not pose an elite level skill set, and he has some, character things that people don't appreciate. I'm not going to have the opinion on the man. You can do whatever you want, but that's how some of these NFL teams do view that as a character problem. How much do they want to tolerate what he brings to a locker room or the field if he's not an elite level player? That's the reason why he fell. So for me, he's got a prove it point right now with these Cleveland Brownies. He's going to have to fight day one for his job. If he wins the role, definitely jumps back up to my number 2 quarterback because I still believe in a Shedeur. He was my number 1 ranked quarterback in this before the draft started, and I'm not, going away from that just because he fell in the draft. There was reasons to this. Does not mean that he can't play football. 70% passer is something not to sneeze at, and he is definitely going to be potentially that game manager that can lead a team. So if he does get the starting role, Shedeur would jump back up to my number 2, but there is a lot of things in the balance that he has to win the job and win the locker room first and foremost. Number 5, Will Howard. From winning the national championship to having a great shot to challenge as the week 1 starter in Pittsburgh, unless Aaron Rodgers has something to say about that and comes, Mason Rudolph should likely be the starter. But if Will Howard can showcase the fact that he is quality and showing that he is worthy of being that national champion in the NFL type of play, I'm telling y'all right now, this could be very, very good for Will Howard. He has risen up my board to number 5 based on landing spot and potential. Absolutely love it. Riley Leonard, number 6. Love this pick by these Indianapolis Colts. Riley Leonard definitely has that upside in the rushing ability. He's big in stature, 6'4", and he's got a good arm, but he is very inconsistent. Lots of raw tendencies as well. Seems like the Colts definitely keep going to that same formula of quarterbacks with big arms and big bodies and frames, but don't have necessarily the top-end passing aptitude just yet and raw abilities. Leonard falls into that category as well. I don't foresee them giving up on an Anthony Richardson just yet, but Leonard definitely does give them another rushing QB with lots of upside potential, and this could be very good in the long run for these Colts, but he's got a long way to go, but he still is my number 6 based on this quarterback room. Number 7, Tyler Shogg. New Orleans Saints. Many don't like this kid. He is one of the older rookies coming out of this draft class. Believe he is 25 years of age. Spent like 10 years in college football. But I understand why people like his game. The mechanics, the hip torque, and how he can launch the football down the field definitely is on point. Follow-through mechanics when he does hit it. The step-ups and the throws, very sound for a Shogg. But the downside is he does make a lot of mistakes as well, and the short to intermediate routes to hit them with high levels of consistency are there as well. Very good quarterback room that he could compete with and definitely win out. That's why I got Shogg at number 7. Could definitely move him up, but I'm gonna play it safe here with Shogg and keep him at number 7. Number 8, Quinn Ewers. He waited till the 7th round. Okay, he finds himself in the Miami Dolphins, which is not a terrible spot for him. Ewers is that erratic passer where you do say, oh man, there's some crazy plays in this man's game. And then on the reverse, you say, good Lord, there is some terrible plays in this man. So he definitely has to round out his game overall. And really the only way Ewers finds the field is if he wins the backup role and if Tua does get hurt at this point. So we know the medicals on a Tua. If he takes another headshot, that could be a career as well. So there is opportunity based on that also that you go and draft yourself a Quinn Ewers and hope for the best that he could turn out. Taxi squad quarterback, no question. Likewise with a Dylan Gabriel, a lot of people saying he is not an NFL quality quarterback, but you throw 18,000 yards and 155 touchdowns in your collegiate career in 5-6 years? I'm definitely taking notice. I do like Dylan Gabriel overall, but there is a huge hill to climb for him as well. He is undersized, only at 5'10", but he's got a stout frame. He's a lefty quarterback like a Tua, so we'll see how it does shake down. I do foresee Sanders beating out a Gabriel in this QB competition, but I got him at number 9. Likely not drafting him, and I'll probably leave him on the waiver, but he is at number 9. And finish it off with a Kyle McCord. He'll likely never see the field with Jalen Hurts ahead of him. So for me, he's got quality, but he's the best one remaining on the board for the rest of these quarterbacks. For tight ends, let's talk top 3 right off the bat. Tyler Warren. While, Loveland could be the number 1 guy here as well, I don't even care about landing spot because it's almost the same situation where both these gentlemen are going to have to fight for targets. I know everyone's getting excited with a Loveland saying he's going with a Ben Johnson and Ben's going to make him a Sam Laporta type of player. Fine, I'll believe it when I see it. You got Cole Kmet there to stand in his way, where Tyler Warren definitely is the number 1 tight end from day one in Indianapolis. So give me Tyler Warren number 1 overall, even though he's going to have to fight for targets. What's going to happen in the quarterback situation? Is it going to be Danny Pennies, Daniel Jones, or Anthony Richardson? But Warren is a baller and will eventually get target share, potentially with a Daniel Jones be a safety blanket as well. Warren is my number 1. Colston Loveland, number 2, Chicago Bears. Definitely going to be playing 12-man personnel a lot more in this offense as well. Hopefully we will see how Caleb does improve. You don't pay a guy like Cole Kmet and then draft a Loveland. I understand it's the past regime coaching staff that, with polls, they did pay a Cole Kmet. That's 40+ million, $50 million going to Cole Kmet where you got a Loveland. It is a little peculiar. While Loveland is probably the better upside receiving tight end than somebody like Cole Kmet's no slouch either. So there's going to be lots of mouths to feed with Rome Odunze, DJ Moore, Luther Burden, Cole Kmet, the running back room, and DeAndre Swift. Lots of mouths to feed with Caleb. If Caleb can improve and support all these pieces, then fine, you can make the case for number 1, but I got to believe it to see it. Mason Taylor, number 3, New York Jets. He is my favorite tight end coming out, one of my favorite tight ends coming out of this draft class. To see a tight end move with this amount of fluidity is unheard of, man. He runs like one of the better running backs out there. This guy's gauntlet at the combine was straight line center, and his body balance is phenomenal. You get this man targets, he's going to make plays. The upside is definitely off the charts here. I got him at number 3. Harold Fannin Jr., and I could put Fannin up to number 2. That's how much I like his game. He is another David Njoku with potential upside of being that much better. His hands have always been better than somebody like Njoku, and he could become a monster in a 2 to 3 year span. He's definitely going to be a wait and see. We'll see what the Brownies do with a Njoku dealing with injuries now, even though Njoku did showcase the fact that he is turning into a good player. Injuries have derailed him this last year. Also, Fannin, if he can make his way onto the field, you guys are going to see he had 17 receptions, something crazy like that in his last year in college football. This guy is definitely one to covet. Super athletic tight end. He's going to be a damn good player. Elijah Arroyo, Seattle Seahawks, Miami product as well. He plays a lot like a Jonnu Smith to me, with maybe even a little bit more in the wheels and speed, and could definitely carve out a big role in this Seattle Seahawks offense that is looking for a secondary wide receiver outside of a Jack Smith-Njigba. We will see what they do after trading after they traded away a DK Metcalf. But, I mean, he definitely has a lot of upside to steal some target share. We'll see what happens with a Noah Fant. There is rumor that he could be released or even traded off of this roster, giving Arroyo a definite leg up. Number 5 for me. Number 6, Gunnar Helm, Tennessee Titans. I like Gunnar Helm. I understand a lot of people didn't like him because he tested so poorly, ran a 4.8 or whatever the hell it was not good at all, but he is a big body, red zone, long arms, has blocking ability, and could be that safety blanket for a rookie Cam Ward. I do like Gunnar Helm quite a bit. He's not going to flash. He's not a flash in the pan, speedy type of, new tight end this league is seeing. Gunnar Helm is going to be one of these reliable tight ends that could be like I'm not even going to disrespect Jason Witten like that, but something like that with less speed and athletic ability. But he's very good, very big, and could be a very nice mismatch for these Titans. Number 7, Gadsden. I mean, he is one of these dudes to me, definite wide receiver, tight end, body frame, little bit lean. You're not going to utilize this man on the line, which will, take away from snaps and totals, but in Harbaugh, I definitely trust landing with these LA Chargers. He knows college recruiting. He knows these players. And Gadsden, he definitely is one of these guys that can make a name for himself. Definite receiving mismatch at the tight end spot. Would be a big slot type of guy and could take a lot of snaps in this offense. Terrence Ferguson, Los Angeles Rams. Huge fan of Ferg. Only reason I got him here at number 8, I can lift Ferg all the way up to number 5 if I wanted to. Right now, it's just about who's in front of him. We got Colby Parkinson. We still got a Higbee on this roster, and Ferguson is going to be one of these reliable guys as well. And we know, when injuries happen to Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, that's when we saw a Matthew Stafford start to feed the tight end spot. When those guys came back on the field, we understand the tight end spot was basically null and void. With these Los Angeles Rams, it was top 2 wide receivers, maybe a little sprinkle of Tutu Atwell, and then the running backs took a lot of the targets. So for me now this year, it's Adams, it's Nacua. We will see how it does shake down. Ferguson is definitely 2 to 3 years out as well. Big-time stash player on this Rams tight end room for your taxi squad. Definitely like his skill set. Mitchell Evans, Carolina Panthers. He's one of these guys, he could definitely challenge instantly in this offense for target share. With the tight end room that they do possess, he's good. Is he ever going to be great? We will see. I do like his game. There's nothing to sneeze at. He's a big body tight end as well, and he's a very talented wide receiver. He could definitely be one of these guys carving it out extremely early in this process, but we will see. That's why I got him here at number 9. Finishing off with number 10 with Gavin Bartholomew, Minnesota Vikings. He is the prototype blocking wide receiver tight end that you're looking for, and he will stick on the field when called upon because of his blocking ability. He is a big man, good yak upside, good hands, good receiving ability, but he's still got TJ Hawkinson in front of him, and nobody's replacing TJ anytime soon unless an injury does happen to TJ once again. And Bartholomew's definitely one of these guys falling down the board only due to circumstance on the depth chart. But there you have it. That is quarterbacks and tight ends to round out this whole listing for your drafts. Hope you guys, get the players you covet because there are a lot of good ones. And this is how I see these guys as we sit today, barring any injuries or other depth chart additions. But nevertheless, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, jump in those comments, give me your thoughts, and we'll see you next time. I am out.